Hi, everybody, you're welcome to another online class. We've learned all the basic terminologies in music production, and you've been introduced to how you can set up your studio, and you've also learned about all the major DAW, that is digital audio workstations, that we have from FL Studio to Ableton Live, Logic Pro, Reason, Studio One, and others. So today we're just going to be starting with the FL Studio, and sometimes you see other DAW pop up as well. From now on, you're going to learn how to make your own beat yourself from beginning. I'm sure by the time you spend 1 or 2 weeks on this DAW, you're going to be making beats by yourself. At first, the interface will look very complex to you, but as soon as you're getting used to it, you discover that it's very, very simple. So let's get straight to it. First of all, it's very important for us to understand the metronome. This is it right here. Metronome is like a pulse generating device that help you get on time, especially when you're trying to make your beat. It helps you get on time. I'm sure you might have been hearing that. You might have heard about it before. Let me just show you how it works. You hear that tick sound, tick tock sound, tick. So that's metronome. This help you get in beat, and artists use it whether they're in the studio or not. You see them doing their fingers, snapping their finger, you know, just to get you on time, get you started with your rhythm composition. That's metronome right there. Then the tempo, the beat per minute. This is where you get to control it. That is, you determine how fast your song go. And of course, another important window you need to be very familiar with is the pattern selection area, which is this. In Fruity Loops, you compose songs in pattern. You can have more than one patterns. You can have up to 20 patterns. Then combination of the patterns make a song, and your song eventually will make your track. Just like we have pattern one, pattern two, pattern three, then we have everything combined in a song. Yeah. So then this window is where you get to arrange your pattern, like pattern one, two, three. You don't worry, you're gonna get used to that very soon. I'm just trying to get you the overview of this DAW. Then here is the file. This is where you get to save, open new beats or old beats that you have done before. This is where you get to select all of that. And this is where you get to export your song when you are done. Then option, this is where you get to set your DAW to your taste, where you have all the audio settings and all of that. Then these are the file menu. This is where you have your samples. All your samples are going to be here. Fuck. That's where you get to find all your samples. Then here is a channel rack. You can move it around. Here. This is where you get to arrange all your drum patterns, like the kick, the clap, the hi-hat. This is where you get to start making all your beats. We'll get to that in a minute. Then another thing you also need to get used to is the effects, which is the mixer channel. Here it is. because all all your drums will be routed here. We have this is the master, then this is track 1, 2, 3. You can insert all your sample into each of these by, like here now is 1. The kick is assigned to 1 and track 1, then the clap 2, then the hi-hat to 3, 4. So if you come back here, this will control your kick. The second one controls your clap. The third controls your hi-hat. The fourth control whatever instrument you assign to, okay, the snare. So that's how it works. So let's start. And another thing is the piano roll as well. Yeah, this is piano roll. This tab right here is the piano roll. Piano roll is where you get to arrange all your notes, all the instruments you are playing. That is where you get to arrange them, and you can actually get to them from here as well by right clicking and selecting piano roll. Then it shows you all the scales, all the notes. From here you also get to insert instrument, the tone generating plugins, stock plugins. Yeah. Yes. You get to insert them. You can look for more. Yeah, FL keys. Just come to plugin generator, then see FL keys now. A piano, you can draw that here. Oh, default, yeah. For first, I don't know why it's not coming up, but that's where you get to look for. Oh yes, I have professional ones, but since you're just getting started, I'm trying to show you the one you can definitely find on your DAW. That's why I'm not bringing the much more complex one. They're just getting started, so it's better we go with your level. Okay, then you can find some there. E grand piano. Yeah, you can find all of them here. Find it. So, like I said, you come here to the file menu. You'll definitely find them around here. File menu. Then you come to plugin database generator. Or you come to the one that it looks pink in color. Plugin preset generator. Then here you find all the samples you might need. All the tone generating samples. So let's get started. Let's start laying out the drums. Remember, you can change the tempo of your song. So depending on the tempo, let's say I want to work on it 80 BPM, then I can change. To change your tempo, you simply right click, then type in value. I advise you to start by using that. I think it's quite easy. You can type 90, right click, type in value to 85. That's the tempo of your song. Then when you open channel rack, which is here, channel rack, there are some default samples that comes on immediately, but you can actually insert your own sample if you have some sample packs. I'm going to try and leave some links below in this class so you can go download some samples, and I'll also show you how to put. Let me quickly show you how to insert your, if you download samples, how to put it in Fruity Loops. So find it, simply come to option, you come to general settings, you come to file, then you see a lot of folders here, then you then simply select any one of them. Then go anywhere on your computer, desktop, whatever it is that you've downloaded. Maybe download, and you select the folder, then you click open. Then when you click that, then if you click here, you see it here, producer. It comes on. That's no, I'm just trying to show you how it works. Let me get that out. Can delete them. So you can simply click on this, look for whatever the folder is, select the folder, then you select, then you see it comes. If you are Zik, your name is Zik sample, you definitely see Zik sample, then it comes on. So just like mine, I have the double XL packs. Yeah, so then you can select just like your normal computer folder, multi-folder, then you start to look for the ones that you want. So I'm looking for nice kick now. If I like this one, simply hold the left click, hold it like you hold it. When you hold it, then you drag and put it anywhere. If you want this, simply hold it and use it to replace this. That's how it works. You can also get rid of all this by right clicking. You right click, then you click delete, then you right click, delete. If you don't like those, right click, delete. So now that we have, let me delete this and put it again so you know how it works. Two ways to go about it. So that you right click and you say open a new channel, a new sampler channel. Then you see it comes up here. Or you simply hold on to it by holding the left click, then you drag. Those are the two ways you can insert your sample into the channel rack or step sequencer. But the best way to do is just left click, then drag and drop it here. Then you might want to look for some nice snare. That's just the kick. If that's what you like, you hold on to it, you drag, you drop it on that. The next thing, you might want to look for some nice hi-hat. Yeah. If that's what you like, you hold it, you drag it. Now, we have three nice samples to start with. Then we already have our tempo. Like I told you earlier on, you can select the metronome if you are the type that loves to work with metronome. Ta, ta, ta. Then you can The most important thing is to have your beat in your head, whatever you want to produce, the sound you want to make. Have it in your head first. Then let the metronome go. If you're trying to do a reggaeton, simple. So you can throw in the hi-hat as well. In any way you like. Just imagine it in your head at first. Yeah. And if you feel like the tempo is too slow, the BPM, then you can step it up here. You can hold, left, hold, and drag. Or you right click and type in the value. Let's say I want 100. something like this. You can start with something like this. So that's one pattern. Oh, we created on 7. Okay, let me quickly go ahead and. So let's say you have right now. If you look at this place, you can see pattern song. We are still on pattern now. We are trying to create different drum patterns. So now we already have pattern 1. This is what we have on pattern 1. We can decide to create another pattern by going here. This is pattern 2. You can either start from beginning by trying something new, like that's another pattern. Then this is another pattern. Then you scroll to the next one. You can even have a third one. You don't necessarily need to start creating them from beginning, so far that you are sequencing the same drum. So another way to go about duplicating the pattern you just made is by double clicking here. Then all this green light comes on. Double click, all the green light comes on. Then just like your normal computer program, Control V to copy. Control C to copy and Control V to paste. You can actually use that as well. Now, Control C to copy all the drum patterns, and we simply go to the third one and we click Control V. Then it's paste everything. Then you can now come here and manipulate. Let's say you might want to have some nice percussion there. Yeah, you might want to have that on the third pattern. I want to have that. Yeah, you might want to have that on your third pattern. So right now we have, let's go through all the patterns that we have now. Let's say we have, then second one, then third one. So that's it. You might decide to, the first one, you might decide to take out the kick if you maybe like, yeah, let's say this is your first pattern now. And again, to remove all this drum pattern is just to right click to erase anyone you don't like. And if you mistakenly deleted and you want to bring them back, it's Control Z. Control Z, it brings them back. Just like your normal computer program, it brings them back, Control Z. So if you want to erase again, you right click over it. You just right click over it. Let's say, then you can right click and use it to clean it. Like you erase it, you right click. Third pattern. So now you have all of these patterns, all of them. How do I combine them together? You can do that by clicking this very first window here. You can even see it already looks like you're arranging like sequence 1, 2, 3. Then you can click, just click, go ahead and click here. Then here you get to see all the patterns we have been working on. Let's play them out. Then let's play this one. Then the third one. So now if you're gonna arrange, you turn it to song. then it turns, the color shows green, then that's when you know you're already here. As you can see here, it's already ready for you by turning green. Then you can start by arranging all your patterns. All you gotta do is click on pattern 1, then here you see pattern 1. So depending on how you want to arrange your song, if you want to have it you want to have pattern 1, like you want to make it go like 1 bar like this. Again, 1 bar, 4 lines get to make 1 bar. So that's it. Then here you go, second one, pattern 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can arrange them in any sequence you like. So let's say you want to have your 2 come, then 3. Then you're already having your song, because if you look at it, the time start to change. So that's how you make a song up to 1 minute, 2 minutes. Already it's 10 seconds already now. Yeah, now you can see the conga coming in here. That's it. Then I know you'll be wondering, how do I get to bring in the instruments, the tones that I'm making? Very simple. You can go ahead. We already use 1, 2. Okay, now 4. Simple. Just all you gotta do is make sure that you're already on 4. Then 4, of course, it will be very empty. There's nothing here. So I like to tell people, make sure that the 4, when you are playing tones, when you're having all your tones together, make sure that it's not just like this. Make it long enough, at least that you can have 4 lines. Bam, bam. Yeah, that's how you make some nice melody. Yeah, but we are not going to touch on that now. I would like you to just digest these few ones you've learned. Try and start making pattern from beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, and start arranging so that you don't get too overwhelmed. I think you should start with this. Until next time, we continue from here.